Hi guys and welcome back to Crypto Chester. My name is Chester and today I'm here to bring you a BTC update, starting off with Bitcoin here on the short-term time frame, moving through to the mid-term and then briefly touching on the long-term there as well. Starting off here on the hourly chart here for Bitcoin, not going to keep you guys too long. If you could smash that thumbs up, does help me out tremendously in terms of the YouTube algorithms. Amazing stuff. And if you do like the content, smash the subscribe button. I'm here to give you daily updates on Bitcoin and also a load of altcoins and stuff as well. Amazing stuff. Let's get through to BTC here on the hourly. As you can see, as we were discussing yesterday, potential for a lovely measure move to the upside from this falling wedge, which they tend to usually break to the upside, guys. So we were looking for this position coming through. We were waiting for a candle body close above this zone around 39,300, that sort of area, which did collude very, very well here with the 200 EMA coming down, as you can see, that little purple bad boy there. We went for a candle body close above it. Did we get it? Yes, absolutely we did. And we rode that long wave up all the way up to the top side here of the completion of the measure move. Didn't quite get there in terms of the completion of the measure move, which was around 40,000, but we still banked a nice hefty bit of profit on the way up, smashing these take profits quite aggressively, which was really, really quite nice. Made around 1.5% there. Now, obviously, from that point, we've dumped down quite aggressively, guys. We've dumped down quite aggressively, back down to these pretty strong trend lines in terms of resistance and support. So that's definitely something to be looking at now. If we are looking for a new trade to be looking out for today, guys, I will show you what I'm looking for here. This is where it gets quite interesting because it technically does look like we are going to actually come down here, and the reason why I'm saying this is because we've got a clear trend line coming through like so, right? We've got a clear trend line coming through like this, and then also on the lower side, not quite completely confirmed as of yet, but it is looking like we're probably going to have something along the lines of this, guys, and this is going to be forming, you guessed it, a rising wedge. Rising wedges, they tend to usually break to the downside, so that's why we're looking for some sort of short position later on into today, potentially maybe even tomorrow there, depending on when we lose this level of support, which could get formed coming through here. As you can see, we are pretty much bouncing off this zone at this point in time, right? So what am I really looking for here for Bitcoin? I'm looking to really get above here on the short-term time frame, above the 55 moving average, and then we could probably take a leg up to the 200 EMA there, and that's going to be around 39,224 there. And from there, we are still going to be inside of that rising wedge chart pattern, which I just deleted, which you can see obviously on the top side we do have the resistance, on the bottom side we do have that level of support. In terms of a measure move here, guys, to the downside for predicting a lovely short position, which is something we could be looking for, you can see it's going to be something along the lines of this. Obviously, we do have previous trend lines coming down quite aggressively. We're going to be using those as take profits or no entry zones, depending on where we actually get the break of that trend line coming down like so, right? In terms of percentages for that scalp, it's going to be around this 3.18%. Nothing too crazy, but still money on the table to be taken. You know why we're here. We're here to make money. Cold, hard cash. In terms of a break to the upside, guys, because we'd like to weigh up all different opportunities here. The break to the upside, which is something that we could be looking for here. Obviously, still speculatively speaking on where we're going to break along this trend line. It could be something along the lines of this. It's actually going to be quite hefty, guys. I think around a 5% gain or something along those lines. Really quite a hefty move to the upside here for Bitcoin. Yeah, around a 5.13% gain there. Really, really quite aggressive. So that's definitely something to be looking out for there as well. Currently, we are below all major moving averages here on the short-term time frame, and that's why I'm really looking to really claim it to the upside here, because we're going to claim the 10 simple, the 21 EMA, and also the 55 EMA as well. They're obviously very, very strong moving averages there to be getting over there. If we can find support on them, amazing stuff. If not, I would expect continuation from this micro downtrend to the downside here. If that is going to happen, this is where we're actually going to break here, guys, and this is where we could see a lovely potential short position coming through for Bitcoin here, and that's obviously going to be bringing us back inside of this falling wedge chart pattern here, and also losing this rising wedge chart pattern here as well there. So yeah, we are going to come down here. This is going to be a lovely trade to be looking out for there. First, before I get in, I want to be losing this level of support and get candle body close below that at around 38,200. First take profit's clearly going to be this this wick here, just because you can see this is a clear bounce point to be looking out for there. Moving on to the longer term time frame here for Bitcoin. Actually, no, we're going to touch on the RSI ever so quickly because we are finding a level of support coming through on this trend line that we did draw in yesterday. Quite interesting stuff indeed. So we could actually be looking for a bounce from that. If we don't find a bounce from that and we do actually come down here and we break this trend line to the downside here, the breakout is going to be lining up with the breakout on the chart as well, which is obviously going to be, the stars are aligning for that move down, that nice measure move down that we were just talking about here, right? Which is obviously that 3% on the table to be taken. Now, in terms of what's happening with the MACD, let's have a little look at that. And we do still have that bullish divergence coming through here on the chart that we were looking for. We were looking at yesterday, and that's obviously why we saw a humongous pump to the upside. That technically is still valid, so we could see that basically play out fairly soon. And if not, we still might even have a trend line coming down here to the downside. So if we do see continuation of this downtrend, which we are currently fizzling out from, looking for that bullish crossover. If we don't get the bullish crossover and we see a downtrend continue here, we could actually be looking for a reversal point along the zone, because you can see the support that is being formed here and here. And if that is going to happen here, then obviously we're going to see a buy up in the price and reversal in the trend there. So that's another thing to be looking out for there as well for Bitcoin here on the short-term time frame. Moving across to the mid-term, we're still in the same scenario as we were yesterday. We've obviously got this descending triangle coming through there, looking for a position either side here, 11% to the top side and 12% to the 12.3% to the top side, 11% to the bottom side. You can see we are pretty much sat on the 0.236 Fibonacci retracement line. If we are going to have continuation to the downside, I would expect to get rejected here. If we do get rejected here, that's going to be another level of confirmation that we are looking for that short position coming through out of this rising wedge chart pattern here on the shorter term time frame. So that's the confirmation I'm looking for here on the midterm here. You can see we're below all major moving averages as well. They're quite far apart, indicating that we are having quite a strong trend to the downside. In terms of the directional movement index here, guys, you can see we were actually looking for a bullish crossover, didn't quite get it here with the positive and the negative, and as you can see here, we are still on that bearish crossover. That's still that downtrend, but you can see the ADX really quite low, not even claiming that 20 sort of level here, not even claiming that 25 sort of level there either. And obviously this determines how strong the trend is going to be, and at this point in time currently sat down at around 13.84, not very strong at all. So what does that tell us? It basically tells us if we are going to be going short here, if we are going to be going long here, if we're going to be placing any really nice trades there, we want to basically be staggering our take profits continuously, because if we do get reversed on here, because obviously it's not a strong trend, so that basically means the price can bounce quite aggressively here all over the place. So we basically need to be taking profit as we go, because otherwise if we do get reversed on quickly and we've not taken any profit, then it's going to be a losing position. We're not here for losing positions, we're here to make money, right? Moving on to the longer term time frame here for Bitcoin, I do want to go into when we're on the daily, because as you can see on the daily, guys, we do have a rising wedge chart pattern as well, and rising wedges, they tend to usually break to the downside. We've got the VPVR here probably holding us up until 37,500, so it basically says that we can range down in that area for a significant amount of time, right? Did we just have a dump? No, we didn't. A significant amount of time. We can range down to around 37,400 in terms of level of support there, and that is going to be pretty much near enough the completion of the measure move there on the shorter term time frame. That's definitely something to be looking out for there. Maybe we get a nice wick to the downside, and then basically inside of this trap zone that we've got from this rising wedge here, and then recovery coming through there. We'll just have to see, but the support levels to be looking out for there is going to be 37,000 to 38,000 there. And if we do get a nice candle body close below this level of support on the VPVR here, then I'm going to be looking for a lovely humongous short to the downside, which is obviously this measure move coming to the downside like so, right? And this is going to be huge. It's going to be 16%, and that's going to be very profitable indeed. Currently, yesterday, we did actually find resistance coming off of the 50 moving average there, the 50 SMA there. So, yeah, it's definitely something to be looking out for there, because that's obviously very strong in terms of resistance. So, yeah, at this point in time, I do want to see us climb and get over that. If we find a little support out of nowhere here, and it's going to be very good indeed, what I am looking for is going to be 0.23% Fibonacci retracement, and this is the area I want to be getting above, candle body close above 39,400. But as you can see, yesterday we did see that, it was pretty good, but we're being held back by the 50 moving average as well, the 50 SMA. So we need to really get a candle body close above this 40,500 to really talk about the idea of getting to 41,000 again, and then even 44 after that. So yeah, that's what I'm going to say about Bitcoin today, guys. Let's have a look at the RSI coming through, because you can see we are in a symmetrical triangle chart pattern, and if we do break this to the lower side here, then it's very likely that we are going to see downwards selling pressure coming through for Bitcoin. That's obviously going to be very good for us in a short position here on the shorter term time frame. But yeah, that's going to be it from me, guys. Thank you ever so much for tuning into the BTC update today. I will be back tomorrow to give you guys an update, and like, comment, subscribe, you know the score. I'm here every single day, Monday to Friday. And if you did want to join the Telegram community that we've got going here, it's popping off. It's very good stuff indeed. But yeah, that's going to be it from me. Thank you ever so much for watching. But today it's going to be peace out and goodbye from me, Crypto Chester.